Let me run a scenario past you guys today. You go to hang up your favorite photo. You find your spot on the wall. You get out your nail. You go. You take a couple swings. The nail's sticking out a little too far for the photo to look nice. It's hanging a little weird. So you go to hit it one more time. And then you're left with a hole in your wall. Well, I'm going to show you guys today how to fix that hole in your wall. First, let's take a look at the tools you're going to need for this project. You're going to need your tray to mix the mud in, pocket knife to square up that hole and cut your new piece of drywall, a trowel to smear the mud on, a sanding block to smooth it down once you're done, a square to make sure everything looks nice, your mud to fix the hole, and a pencil. Alright, first thing you're going to do when fixing this hole is we're going to want to square this hole up and make it a box for our Arkansas hot patch that we're going to do to fix this up. So I'm taking my square here. I'm going to go over, let's say about 2.5 inches because this hole's not very big. We're going to come over here, square this up again. We'll go down again about 2.5 inches. Nothing particular here. And then there you go, you got a little box there. Alright, for this part right here, we're going to just take our utility knife and just cut along that line. Like so. Make sure you try to keep a steady hand here and go right on that line that you made. That way your box comes out square, or else you have to recut again. Alright, for this next part, we're going to want to actually cut the Arkansas hot patch. So the hole in our wall is about 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches that we squared up. So we want to make the Arkansas hot patch 4 inches by 4 inches. Just take your square, straight it up along the side. And then there you go, you have it marked out and measured. Next thing you're going to do is take your utility knife and cut along the line that you made. There you go, you have a nice cut out piece of drywall. Alright, after you flip over your piece of drywall, your next step is going to be to cut the hole the size of this onto right there. So you're just going to mark it out first. We're going to go 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. And then after that, we're going to take our knife back out and then just score along that line. After you score along that line, be careful not to cut all the way through the drywall and poke into here, because we want to keep this face paper good. We're going to peel this brown paper off. If you have an edge right here on your piece of drywall that you're using, you can just score along that to make sure your paper doesn't rip all the way around. Now the main purpose is to keep this paper here. So we can come along right here, just using the edge of our knife, and just chisel out this drywall. And we're going to do that all the way around this whole square, except for this actual square. There's an example of one side being done. You see how the paper is still intact, but the drywall is missing now. Now it's time to try our piece out and see if this measurement matches this measurement. We'll just go in there, just be able to set it in there, push it in there a little bit. This paper should still be attached to your little square, and it won't be flat on there, but it will be rather close. And whenever we take our drywall compound and smear it over there and then sand it, that should make the wall appear smooth. This next part we're going to use the trowel, the tray, and mix up some mud. Since this is just a small patchwork project, we can make all of our mud for our drywall in here. I'm going to reach into our bag of 45-minute compound and just throw some of this in there with your hand. Then add a little bit of water. Our last step here is to put the mud on the patch in order to smooth this out and then make it appear smooth and like there was never a hole after you paint it. You just want to get a little bit of this mud on your trowel. You're going to take it and our patch is trying to come off a little bit, so I'm going to squeeze a little bit of this compound in behind it. And then take my trowel and squeeze it out.